Yo, what's happening, dog? How you feeling?
Hey, not too much, man.
Man,
Good to see you. It's been a minute.
yeah, I know, man. I hope you're staying healthy and staying safe.
Oh man, I tell you what, this thing really, more than just like wearing a hat or wearing a mask and washing my hands. It's made me like go real healthy with getting on a better diet, like eating cleaner, eating a lot more fresh foods and stuff. So
Right.
it's. I took it and ran with it, man. How's everything been going over there?
Man, it's been good, man. I just been staying out the way, man. Enjoying becoming a father of two, you know what I'm saying? And just really just staying grinding, man. Using this time to really just refocus and redirect myself, you know?
Absolutely. And the second baby girl, it's a big
Yeah,
step there too. And I got two of my brothers got two girls too, and
I know, man. And right
it's
now they
fun.
both killing me with the sunglasses phase. Like my daughters, man, they be rocking these sunglasses and they
That's
divas now.
yeah. And how's it, being a dad the first time, you're being a parent the first time versus being a parent the second time. How is, you know, a lot of the I guess how is being able to focus a lot more, like have a lot more time with family at this time, been able to like help you with raising the two kids, and has it been different, when you're not doing as many shows or not doing as much live stuff where you can spend a little bit more time
Yeah,
with family?
just even with me and her mom, like her mom would have been back at work, you know what I'm saying? Because of her leave would have been over. I would have been working, so like our schedules would have been hectic and stuff like that. So we've been able to really enjoy her first 3 months of life, like really at home, and really just enjoy that. And then at the same time, she's been able to have that bond with her older sister as well as us just bonding together, you know. It's been fun just seeing both of my daughters grow and just seeing my oldest daughter just love being a big sister, and then just seeing my youngest just start being more active and just more intuitive in what she's doing and stuff like that, and more she's wondering about everything. So it's pretty dope.
That's awesome. And it's great to see, and it's also a testament to how well you raised your daughter to have her step in and be that big sister role, and be as supportive, and being like happy with it. That's really awesome to see.
Right.
So, what I wanted to talk about first was, coming into lately, you had like right before all this hit, you had that magazine, Guys Magazine.
Yeah.
And what was that like? Because something I've always loved about your music is that you have you've done a lot outside of just putting out projects and putting out like music videos. Your visuals are always these big stories. And then you go out and have this magazine article. And what kind of was that? The thought process behind it, and how did that kind of come together?
All right, let me know if you can still hear me all good and stuff. I'm trying to like set my phone up so I ain't gotta hold it the whole time.
Yeah.
1 second. But no, the whole process was behind that was basically like when I had finished the project and whatnot. I was like I had wanted to do like back in the day when you used to go buy CDs and stuff like that, you used to actually get the physical CD, and you used to get the pamphlet that you could open up and see like the little photo shoots and just see like credits of the album and stuff like that. I wanted to do something like that on my Instagram, and at the time we were just kind of like rolling out the project and just putting up content. And one of my homies, Loey, had reached out to Tezzy and seen a picture I had posted, and was just like, "Yo, man, I think we should just really expand on our idea." And we basically sat down, and me and Loey chopped it up, and Tezzy and everybody. We sat there and came up with an idea. Loey came up with the whole game plan, and I had sent them a bunch of pictures, and it basically became a lookbook. So then, therefore, people could just like see some of the behind the scene photos that was like during the process of the project, and then also being able to read the lyrics, because also I feel like you can hear them, but it's different when you get to see what I'm actually saying versus like hearing what you actually get to say. It's kind of like reading a book. Like you can watch the movie, but when you actually get to like read it and you get to sit down and dive into it, you get a different aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's one of the things that I really miss about buying physical CDs was the artwork that went with it, as well as like having all the lyrics there in front of you. And like I mean, in high school, like the whole wall behind me would have been covered with like CD
Yeah,
covers,
yeah.
that all over the place. So it was really dope to see you bring that back a little bit.
And I
Magazine.
just wanted to like do something else that's like a little bit different and kind of give people something that I feel like would be special to have. Like I don't expect people to read it every day. Obviously, you wouldn't do that, but it'd just be a piece that, you know, it's kind of like a part of that project, and those people who got their copies was able to get those copies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that's super dope, man. And that's important to because people are going to look back at that and it's going to be more than just that album for people. When you get those little things, Strange Music does it a lot. I've seen Tech do it a lot with the little pins that go along with projects. Like having a physical representation of that project too, it goes a long way with remembering those artists
Right.
too.
Exactly.
So I wanted to talk to this is kind of it's kind of dope to see Cam expanding too. You know, you guys have rapped on songs together. He's produced tracks. He just joined the live now. Uh, and but now with Give In and Loner, he's starting to shoot videos with you. What's it been like to have guys like Cam and Tezzy around you from the start and continually expanding on all of your guys' crafts?
Man, it's just crazy. It's just family because like we've been doing this like before it was like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been doing it when it was just like us in the closet, just trying to like figure it out and just like playing around. So it's always just been family and always just been love because that's just the chemistry we always had. And far as like the videos and stuff, like me and Cam do that stuff all the time. Me and Cam just come up with ideas all the time. We just be in a car doing something and just hop out and just try something and then turn it to something. So and that's kind of how like the video started. It came out of just nowhere. So that's just how it is. Like we've always created like that. We've never kind of like sat down and always like planned it out as much as sometimes it might seem planned or sometimes we do plan it, but majority of the time it's really we just sitting there and we just come up with ideas and we just try it. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to try everything. How I see it.
Absolutely, it's dope. It's dope seeing that, and that kind of leads into the next thing that I had for you, which was looking at these your Mr. Y Wednesday thriller videos.
Yeah.
And what's it been like? I know TikTok is a huge platform, but can you speak a little bit on Triller versus TikTok and why you chose that one? Because they're similar style videos, but what kind of was the thought process there?
Honestly, man, honestly I've actually been on. I've used TikTok. My bad, my phone just was telling me it was low battery. Let me put it on charger. But honestly used TikTok more than I use Triller. But I've only used Triller when I got like just songs I just want to kind of like preview or something like that, or just kind of like just have fun with it and be able to just have that type of personality. TikTok, I post my music on there sometimes. TikTok, I'm on there just kind of being funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's crazy to see how, I mean, especially now that everybody's had a lot of time on their hands, the amount of people that have gone into and dove into TikTok and been able to just like have that creative outlet. And I had talked on previous ones about it, but like I think it's great no matter whether they're good or bad TikToks. Like the amount of people doing that is just going to push others creatively to continually make new things. So I think it's a really cool platform for what it's doing.
Man, honestly, I feel like right now we in a time where artists got to start forward thinking and you got to start thinking ahead of the curve, which a lot of the stuff these platforms was already like people have already spoke about getting on these platforms before this, but this quarantine is going to show you that like without live shows there's a lot of time, a lot of people aren't making money, a lot of people are losing out on money. It ain't just the artists, it's the sound guys that was there, it's the lighting guys that was there, the sound mans, all those people losing out on money. So like what happens if, say for instance, we got to stay like this for 5 years, you know what I'm saying? artists
Right.
gotta find ways to become different personalities or have different personalities other than their music that's gonna broadcast throughout social media. And that's one thing I'm learning is that you have to be diverse when you're using these platforms because it's starting to show that like if you don't have a live performance, how are you gonna get people to be in tune with what you got going on? You have to have some type of brand. You have to have some type of something going on that people are interested in. Some type of form of entertainment. I'm not telling people go out there and go do some crazy stuff for clout, but it's just a simple fact that that we're in a time that like everything's going to become it's all digital. It's all everything you have to watch it. Everything you're watching now. It's all versus battles that's on live. It's all these different live shows and ideas that people are coming up with. So think about that. Like think about if people can come up with ways where like you just had Erica by it was Erica Badu, right? Or one of them, I don't know, I didn't really watch it, but it was one of them who had a versus, Nelly and Ludacris. All these people who can get 500,000 people to watch it. Like, let's be realistic, 500,000 people not gonna come to a live show. So
Right.
if they can find ways to have these shows that's virtual and you pay a certain type of currency, that's gonna be a new form of performance. So it's like those are things that artists got to start taking in consideration when we're thinking about the future. And it's like it's just the truth of the matter of the time that we're in. Like the matter of the type of technology people are accessible to. So those are things that artists got to just, you know what I mean, like put into consideration when moving forward.
And I think it's also not only is it the fact that you get the 500,000 people tuning in, but you don't have to pay 10, 15 people before you can get in the door. So a lot more money is going to you and directly to the people that are helping create these things. It's a lot more independent money. So you're not having to charge $70 to watch this. You can charge
$10.
$5 to watch, because $5 to 500,000 people is a crazy amount of money.
And then I'm this close to you, and I don't have to worry about being next to somebody. But then
Exactly.
like that's just me feeling like we also have to think ahead, and it's not just because like I'm saying like performing ain't gonna be it's gonna be a lost art. That's not what I'm saying, but it is showing us that it's a possibility that can be taken away from us as a part of the art that we're trying to perform. So I feel like that's something that artists got to take in consideration, and we also have to figure out ways to push our art through different platforms, perform it through different ways, through different avenues. If it's a trailer video, if it's whatever it got to be to being able to just stay in front of your fans, I feel like that's important.
Absolutely. So now I wanna jump into the heart of it, which is the quarantine questions. The first question I have is, I don't know how much alone time you're getting right now with the new baby and everything, but with being in isolation, even if you're around family, when you're around the same type of people or you're around yourself a lot, you tend to become more and more comfortable and do more and more odd things that you don't even really think about. So has there been anything that you've kind of caught yourself doing that you've been like, man, what a weird thing, and what am I doing right now?
I mean, I don't necessarily say that it's weird, but I picked up some like habits that like I just didn't I never I don't want to say I had the time to do, but I just didn't really like sit there and try to do it. Like I'm just getting into more crafting stuff. I actually like trying to build things. Like I'm about to try to build this vocal booth for my studio. I got some speaker stands I want to build. I have things like that. Just little things. Getting into like interior design. My girl's really into interior design, so like she's been just going crazy in the house. So it's just been kind of getting me into like just doing that little stuff. What else? I've been doing like little maintenance because like with the whole quarantine, they ain't sending out no maintenance workers to your apartments and stuff. So like our toilet had messed up. Our drain had got clogged in the shower and stuff like that. So I found myself going to Home Depot, YouTube and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and Jimmy rigging it up in the crib. So things like that, man. But it's good things to know, you know. So I feel like it's I'm teaching myself some well known behaviors that I need to know for the future.
Right, and that's the big thing is like I mean you because you guys are in an apartment now, but if you move to a house, like you're gonna have to know how to do some of these things.
All
So
of
you're not paying people. I mean, growing up, if I had a garage, I'd probably just change my oil all the time. But like,
that.
I just have a parking lot, so like I always feel weird trying to change my oil. Like I know where to store the oil, but like
Yeah.
growing up, that was something I always I learned how to do small projects, so I'm like I don't have to pay somebody the extra money to do it. Um, so we talked about this kind of like right when we were starting when I was talking about my diet and everything, but diet's a part of a lot of people's lives, especially in the first few months, like heading into summer. Everybody's trying to get better into shape. They're dieting a lot more, their resolutions and everything. But quarantine kind of just knocked that right away. So what's one thing that you either like overeaten or you like can't get enough of during quarantine?
Man, so like it's crazy because it's like as much as I'm working on my diet and I cut out a lot of bad stuff, I still need to cut out chocolate, dog. I love chocolate, man. Like right now, I'm hooked on the Reese sticks, man. I don't know why. Like when I go to the store, I got to get like two of them, one for now, one for later, man. Like I don't
Feel
know
like
what
with
it
the
is,
wafers, right?
man. And then I had a thing with Snicker bars like 6 months ago, and it was just like I was getting like Snicker bars, man. They had a deal going on at Holiday. You buy one, get one free or something, man. It was crazy. I was, man, the Snicker bar, man. But that's probably the crazy thing is like, man, I love chocolate or a bag of chips, and like that's why I need to cut out my diet. But other than that, man, I eat pretty good. I don't eat meat, so I eat a lot of like vegetables, salads. You know what I'm saying, fruit, stuff like that. So
And that's important. I mean, I tend to like make deals with myself. Like I've been eating these smoothies lately that are just like spinach, broccoli, blueberry, mango, and coconut milk.
yeah.
And so like these things cut out one meal a day. So I try to like bargain with myself. I'm like, well, if I eat this, like I've already ate healthy for half the day. I'll eat like if I have to
Hold on,
eat
you
pizza.
breaking up, boss?
Oh, okay, I think
You
we're
said
back.
what? You said if you eat what?
Hang on a second. I think we're all right. Yeah. So I was just saying that like I tend to bargain with myself and like I'll have this smoothie now
Yeah.
so that I know that I can like eat something later. And sweets was I just for the whole month of May up until this past weekend I was home celebrating my birthday. So like I had carrot cake for my birthday cake. But other than that, like I cut sweets out for the month because I was in the same boat as you. Like I just buy a box of cookies and then I'd be like, I'll just have like two or three. And I'll be like, I only have like two, so maybe I'll have a couple more. And they're like, so,
Man, I feel you, dog. So that'd be my thing is like that. Like I just went to uh Minnesota's biggest candy store.
yeah,
And I'm not a big candy dude. Like I don't like sugar candy like that and hard candy and stuff like that. And I just really grabbed a box of cookies and a bag of chips. So that's really out the whole store. That's all I got. I was probably gonna just get some stuff you could have got from the gas station, but my girl and my Cam and his girl ended up getting some stuff, so it was pretty dope. But that's man, yeah, that's the main thing is just really like sweets, bro. And I'm trying to cut it out. I'm trying to eat more fruit to like compensate for that sugar rush that I be wanting.
yep, yeah, absolutely, man. It's tough, but yeah, I'm hoping I'm not gonna just go crazy with the sweets now that I had some. So the next one, we talked a little bit about this too, but the live music scene coming to a halt. It's kind of forced people to get their art and their creativity out there, their music out in creative ways. And what's one thing that you've seen or one thing that you've done that you thought was like a really innovative way to keep people interacting with you or to continue to get your music out, even though there's not shows?
Man, I be on my YouTube channels just vlogging. So like if anybody want to go check out like just some daily stuff, you can go to my YouTube channels, Mr. Y Wednesday or the Y Family. Other than that, I be on TikTok being funny. I'm starting to find that actually pretty entertaining. Where it's keeping me like I feel like it's keeping me fresh, like just like energized, like in a good mood where I'm not like, oh, because like music can be like stressful. Like you always like thinking about what you're trying to do, and you know what I'm saying, in your move, where it's like it's kind of a breath of fresh air to just kind of like have fun instead of being like so just always the music and always music. So that's what I find from it. But yeah, I'm actually digging TikTok right now just because I like doing the little like the voiceovers. That'd be the funniest thing when I find the voiceovers, man. Like that's the funniest part. I love that because those be some of my favorite movies that like I've already acted out some of them parts, so it's just like it's like reminiscing for me. My bad. So yeah, that's fun. But I ain't really like you said earlier, like we was talking back about earlier to piggyback on that. Like I haven't really been on Triller. I really just go in there and make the video and just save it and then post it on Instagram. And like I might see like the first couple videos that pop up as soon as I go on the app, but other than that, I really don't be on Triller like that.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense too. So we talked about this. You're hitting Cal. You talked about doing a lot more of the like the interior design stuff, the handicap stuff. So we're gonna jump over that and just go with the last question here is as we slowly start to reopen, we've already seen some stuff come back. June, we're supposed to get some more stuff coming back. What's one thing that like you can't wait to kind of re-enter society?
What's one thing I can't wait for?
Yeah.
The shows and the basketball gyms. Those better be the two things that better be packed when I see them. LA Fitness better have 1,000 people in there, and the next show that we have, it better be the whole Minnesota in that joint. Like, and this is the perfect time that we can have a showcase. Like, I will vote for a showcase where we can have 12 to 15 artists get up there and perform 2 or 3 songs, because like this is a time to kind of just reminisce and just let artists show what they've been working on for the past month and a half or however long we've been in quarantine. I don't even know. We on day X because like I feel like Castaway. It's 4 months. I think so. No, it's 3 because our baby was born when it started.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that'd be something dope. Like, just imagine if like First Ave, we had like this big concert at First Ave, and it was like 10, like, you know what I mean, 10, 15 artists, and it was like presented very well, but it allowed for us to kind of just come together as a unit, because I feel like this let us see like how it can stop. You know what I'm saying? So like we gotta like embrace everybody's craft for another time, because we don't know what might happen. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that'd be a dope idea, and if nobody put it out there, I'm gonna get on it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, and that's huge. I mean, like you think about, I think about it still, where I'm like, there's shows that I probably should have went out to that I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it tonight. But then like now I sit at home and I'm like, man, I really wish I could just be like any show. Like it doesn't
any show.
It doesn't have to be hip hop. Like just give me a show that I can like
just let you go out and just feel it, huh?
Right.
Like think about it, because like, okay, it'd be overbearing to like come back and then it's like 10 different shows of all the artists. You like, man, I kind of want to go to this show, and then you like, it's like, man, let's all do it together and have everybody come. Like,
and especially at a place like First Ave, where like or a local venue here, where you know that the money's staying local and the artists are staying local, and to really support everybody in that scene, I think would be huge to have it there.
Man, it'd be crazy. And the last thing, like, I remember from like the shows, because I didn't even get a chance to go, and I wish I did, but just seeing videos like the Kehlani show was like the last show that I feel like we really all got to come out together and like just and come together as a unit, as a city. So we need it. It needs to be like a back to society show or something.
Right. Coming out of this. Yeah, man. Well, the last thing I want to do is just kind of give it to you to talk to the people, talk to the fans, tell them what you got going on. Any merch, any support that they can give for you. Just it's open to you. Yeah.
It's about to get dark. Excuse me. I'm pulling into my driveway, but I do got. We are working on like some merch. I don't want to necessarily say like just merch. I will say like more like a brand, a new brand that would be apparel. Uh, the videos is gonna be coming. We're gonna keep the videos coming. I got new music coming. The White Wednesdays is gonna be coming hot this year, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, man. Like, check out the vlogs. The vlogs is gonna keep you really up to date with like what's going on, like, and just the fun that I'm having during this time, and just whenever. So check that out, man. Go to stayonwhitekhaliq.com. You know what I'm saying? If you subscribe, you get updated with all the updates. You be the first to get all that exclusive stuff. So like when the magazine dropped, they was the first people to get the digital copies. They got the magazines for the discount instead of paying the full price. Stuff like that. So like, yeah, man, we got the music coming. We got the videos. We just staying on top of it. I ain't gonna say if I got a project coming or not, because then I don't want people. I just want to build the anticipation.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, I just want to say thanks for checking in with us. It was dope to catch up with you. I'm glad to see you're doing well, your family's doing well. It's good to hear all that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you got coming up. And like I said, when this all ends and you want to throw that thing together, I'll be front and center.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, man, for sure, man. I appreciate it too. Thank you for letting me come on the platform and chop it up with you, man. It's been a crazy couple months, but stay safe, man. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Like I said, go to whitekhaliq.com, go to my YouTube, search up White Khaliq, go check out all the latest videos, strongest ones, Give In, and Loner. Those is out on my YouTube, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.